Today my journey takes me to Rochdale, which is just half an hour drive outside of Manchester. I'm going to visit Meg Smith and her family to find out more about adult ADHD.
I've always been called Mad. Mad Mags used to be my title. People enjoyed my company, but they could struggle with me as well because I butt into conversations without realising I'm doing it. Socially, I can be the life and soul of the party, or I can be a nuisance. I didn't know I was different until recently. I realised 12 months ago that I've got ADHD. But I've always had it. You're born with it. It's not something that you acquire. It's genetic, so you're born with it. But I only found out about 18 months ago, and my diagnosis was 12 months ago. I was referred to the NHS in London at the Maudsley, and eventually that came back that the trust would not fund me for it. So there was no chance. So I went back to the doctor and I went privately to the Priory in Manchester. I would describe my personal ADHD as a gift. I would say I wouldn't be without it. It's me, it's who I am. I'm an artist, I do paintings. I don't think I would be an artist without my ADHD. My husband is been amazing because he absolutely has helped me through without knowing he needed to. And he really has been my stability, yeah.
I guess for me it's quite normal because we've been together for the last 34 years. So for me, it's just like living with Mags. I guess since she was diagnosed, there are certain things that now make sense, like when she didn't tax the car and for a few months and it was late, you know, those things that were frustrating now seem to have a reason behind them, why those things were skipped. Yeah.
Before the diagnosis, I lived in complete chaos and disorganisation. And I was stressed as well and anxious because of that. Things would get on top of me. Deadlines would arrive before I could realise they were on the way.
I think she's changed her outlook in terms of now she understands why some of the things that she did in the past, why she did them. And I think since she was diagnosed, and since she's had the benefit of coaching, she's been able to put into practice some of the things that she's learned from the coaching so that she has a more structured way to approach her day.
I'm much happier now. Everything has its home, everything in the house has its place. If I need something, I know where it is. And that is due to the coaching, not the medication. The medication wouldn't change that side of things. It gives me focus like a pair of glasses gives you visual focus. It gives me mental focus. And it helps me to concentrate. It doesn't change my personality in any way. I'm still me.
I don't think the drug necessarily changes your character. I think what it probably does is enable you to have more of a focus to get through the things that you need to get done.
I love being me, and I think I always have. And as far as the difficulties go, they can be dealt with.
I'm back in Manchester now, and on my journey through England, I have met a few people who have been diagnosed with adult ADHD, but many who are still fighting for it. I can say one thing for sure now, and that is, adult ADHD is not a myth, it is a reality.